In this video, I'll be reviewing the ranch fiberglass top that's going to be installed on this truck in just about an hour. Now, I won't get any video while the guys are doing the install because I don't want to slow them down, but this will be, I guess, kind of a before shot. This is a 2020 Toyota Tundra with a Crewmax cab, so it only has a 5.5 foot bed. But we'll get the cap on there and we'll take a look at it. I should have said it already, but I'm going to say it now. This video is going to be kind of shaky because I shake really bad, and I do what I can to hold the camera as steady as possible, but bear with me, guys. So anyhow, you can see we got the cap on there. I've had it on here for about a week now. I'm pretty happy with it. It follows the lines of the truck real well. You can see how the reveal is pretty much the same all the way across there. The color match is awesome, and again, they took the VIN number for the truck, and that's how they were able to get the paint code for the cap. This is the Ranch brand. That's the company. It's called Ranch. ranchfiberglass.com, I think, is their website. This is their Sierra model, and I was looking at this and another model they had, and the differences were, I can't remember exact differences, but this was the only one that I could get. I forget exactly what it was. It worked out that I had to get the Sierra model, I think, to get the vented wind door. They call this flip up door a wind door. And all the handles are keyed the same. You know, they're all lockable. They got the nice gas shocks on them. Of course, you know, over time those wear out. But it's got just a cheap little plastic latch, and you can slide that open. So now, you know, now I have ventilation. If you had dogs in the back, or, you know, whatever, you needed some ventilation back there, that was an option. So I paid a little extra for it. But the windows had some kind of sealant or something. I don't know if you can see that haziness right there, that little bit of haziness. I spent an hour cleaning these windows up, and I had to use acetone to get the stuff off the glass. So I don't know what you can see piece of paper towel there. I don't know what kind of sealant or something, I guess, it was smeared all around the edges of these windows, but I had to do some cleaning to get them cleaned up. Anyhow, the fiberglass itself looks good. You know, I haven't noticed any imperfections in the fiberglass or the paint at all. So I'm real happy with, you know, that. The corner here follows the contour of the truck really well. Again, this is a 5.5 foot bed. That's the only bed length that they offer for this Crewmax in 2020. You can see I also opted for the Yakima roof racks. They offer they offer like a teardrop shape bar. I opted for the round ones. Those are removable, and you can see they've got a key. The key is different for the racks than for the handles on the cap, but they are keyed. So those are removable. They come. The thing comes with a set of caps. You can take the rack thing off there and just put a little plastic cap on. They're movable. You can see the track system up there, so you can slide them back and forth. Again, those are options, but you know, I thought maybe one day if I'm hauling something I want to put up there. This model comes with the framed, I think they call it the frame door. It's been a few weeks now since I've dealt with the terminology on this thing, but they offer, on a different model, they offer a frameless, I think they call it, and it just looks like one big sheet of glass. It's kind of a more stylish look, and it has just a single handle in the middle, where this one has the two handles. I saw another review online. I can't remember if the guy was reviewing a Ranch cap or if it was some other brand, but he was able to kind of pry this up. His had the handle in the middle. He was able to kind of pry this out. It didn't fit his truck real well. He could get his hand up under there and pop that latch and open the thing up even when it was locked. And that made me question the sales lady then when I was looking at this, you know, which one is more secure, the two handles or the handle in the middle? And she said, well, you know, they're all about the same security. She said, I can get into any of them in about 3 seconds with a hammer. And well, yeah, okay, I guess shouldn't really put a whole lot of stock in the security on it. But anyhow, this one seems like it fits really well. That door stays down real good. The back door here again got the gas shocks on it. So from the outside, I'm real happy with everything, except for I did come home and I took a garden hose to it when I got it home. I'd had it for, well, I don't know, I just did it yesterday. So I'd had it for about a week or so. And I took a garden hose to this thing. And I mean, I just hosed down all the windows, the joints, all around the door, all around the front window. And it did have a few leaks, but I think the leaks are coming from, there's a plastic bed rail cap that comes on the truck. It appears that the water was coming in, here, it's just like on the tailgate here. It appeared that the water was getting in under the plastic cap and around, where the fiberglass cap, the truck cap, is sealed to that plastic bed cap, but underneath the bed cap is not sealed to the bed, and there's water coming in under that. Other than that, I didn't have any issues out of the, here's the light switch. Other than that, I didn't have any issues out of really anything else leaking. The bed, that hole in the bed, it let a little water in, and I think some of these other, one or two of these other holes might have let a little water in. I can't remember exactly, but the biggest leaks were right on the wheel wells, and it wasn't a tremendous amount of water coming in, but it was definitely noticeable. Now, if it were just rain outside, I don't know if rain might just sheet right off and gravity would take it down in a way, and it may have never really leaked for rain, but because I was, had a garden hose spraying, against the thing, rain might run right off, but that garden hose might have been what was getting in and up and under. There's not a whole lot of lip. I was expecting more of a lip for this fiberglass up under here. It's really, the fiberglass doesn't hang down over the bed much at all. I know other manufacturers seem like they do, but this one definitely does not. So in fact, you can kind of see that plastic cap there. Anyhow, all right, quick update on the waterproofness, or whatever you want to call it. So when I hit it with a hose, it leaked, but I've driven it in the rain a couple of times now, and it does not leak in the rain. So I'm happy with that. I don't have any leaks at all in the rain, other than when I open the lid, when it's raining, you open the lid, and the water runs down the lid and drips in the corner there. But I can deal with that. Plastic cap there. Anyhow, I'm happy with the outside of it. I'm pretty happy with the inside of it. You can tell I did it comes standard with a little light. There's a little light up here, a push button, and it illuminates this back. Okay. Sorry, I had a phone call there. So anyhow, this little light up here, it's a light. It's not much of a light, but it is a light. So I guess if a guy were hunting or whatever, you didn't want to create a bunch of light out in the woods when you're getting ready to go out, it might be okay for that. But for anything else, it's pretty dim back here. So I opted for these light bars, and that switch is over here. And these things generate a tremendous amount of light. And these are wired in, all the lights I had wired into the main battery of the truck up under the hood. So some manufacturers, some of these cap manufacturers will put just like a D battery light in up here, and that'll be it. But I wanted to make sure I had plenty of power for my lights all the time. So I also opted for the interior carpeting, and I'm really glad I did, because I've been around truck caps enough, and this really is a lot cleaner look. I went with this because I've heard of guys, when they're camping in their trucks or whatever, you generate a lot of vapor from breathing, and you get condensation on the ceiling. And they say with the carpet, the condensation is not as bad a problem. It kind of wicks it up and absorbs it, and then through the day, then it'll dry out. So it's not really like a mold issue or anything. But I also was reading about the carpet being like a soundproofing sorta. It helps deaden the sound a little bit, and that's kind of why I went with it. That and just the look. So it gives it a whole lot cleaner look back here. The wiring, they did a pretty good job. The installers did a pretty good job of tying the wiring in and keeping it out of the way. They did kind of the same thing that I did with that, if you've seen my other videos, that cup holder where I Velcroed it down. They did Velcro to hold the wiring against this carpet too, so kind of interesting. That front window, is, you can see it's got the slider in the middle. It also has latches, got these 2 latches here. You hop up there, pop those latches, and the whole window folds down. So you can clean the window, you can clean the back window of your truck, and you can clean the front of the cap, window. So that is really nice that it's got that. Just got your standard clamps holding it on, and you can see the that roof rack is just through bolted. That's the support there for it. But overall, I'm pretty happy with this thing. It's I was comparing this with the Lear and Swiss, the company that I bought it from, the distributor. They sold Lear caps and Swiss caps, and the sales lady, she's like, I asked her, well, which one would you buy if you had to? She kind of, she's like, well, I guess if I had to, it would be a Ranch. She said, for the money, this is a whole lot cheaper, and as far as quality goes, they're just as good as the others. So, take it for what it's worth. But she's like, she said, actually, if I were to sell you one of those other 2, I would make more because the commission, she's on commission or whatever. So she's like, I probably shouldn't be telling everybody that, but I do steer a lot of people to Ranch. They're a good brand. She said they're easy to deal with if you got a problem, which doesn't happen often. The Ranch customer service is real easy to deal with. You don't call into some big phone tree and you can't ever figure out who you need to talk to or whatever. She said they call you back quick, or you call right in and talk to a real person. So anyhow, check them out, guys. As far as cost goes, again, this is only a 5.5 foot bed. I think the base model, just the cap itself, no install, no tax, none of that. I think the cap itself was like $1,500. By the time I added the wind doors, the carpet, the Yakima, the flip down front window, stuff like that, the light bars, and all the install and everything, I think I was up to $3,200 and some change, about almost $3,300 with tax and everything out the door. So that'll give you an idea what to expect. Significantly cheaper than at least Lear and Swiss, who I was comparing them against. So anyhow, if you guys like this video, click that thumbs up button. If you got any questions at all, I read all the comments, so leave a question. I'll be glad to answer. If you want to click that subscribe button, I'm working on stuff out here in the garage all the time. You never know what to get into. Until the next video, guys, keep on tinkering.